When it comes about the registration for the EmSAT, there are two ways to do so. One is through the school or university, where the school or university coordinator will help you to register. In that case, you just need to provide a valid Emirates ID, recent passport size photograph, and other requested documents by the coordinator. Second step is self-registration. So I suggest before starting the self-registration, please talk to your school or university coordinator. Once they say you can register yourself, then only you can go with this. Otherwise, it's better to do through the school or university. Hi, my name is Shrikant Rathod. I am a founder and instructor at Proper Choice Training Institute. In this video, I'm going to brief you about how to self-register for the EmSAT Achieve Grade 12 exam. So we're going to follow the step-by-step process, how to register, how to create your ID, and in detail steps. So before starting that, I suggest you to keep these following documents to be ready. So your valid Emirates ID, recent passport size photograph, along with a valid mobile number and email address. The mobile number and email address what you use, that is what you registered with this, that will be used for the further communication with the students by the ministry. So for release of the score, release of the exam dates, or any update has to done, so that has to be communicated through the email. So make sure that whatever the email you put in, it is active and valid. So let's get started then. To register for the EmSAT, open a browser of your choice, maybe Microsoft Edge, Chrome, or any other. Type in Google EmSAT Test registration. So EmSAT Test registration and click on it. So once you click on it, you will be getting a lot of options. Go to the ministry's website. So where it is, EmSAT, register for EmSAT. Find it up, click on it. You can also do directly by typing that www.emsat.moe.gov.ae. If you go to the main registration page, I mean the main website, from there also you can choose the registration. But if you type directly EmSAT registration, this window opens, and if you see here, they already mention a step-by-step process, what are the things to be done. If you have any difficulties or doubt before starting your registration process, as they say, they already included the user guide manual, whether you are a grade 12 student, whether you are a Achieve student. So read the manual carefully and start the registration. As I already mentioned, so before starting the process, you should have your valid Emirates ID and recent passport size photograph, along with the active mobile number and email address. So these are the steps what we follow. So first they say contact your school or school coordinator to register Emirates ID, or click on the button below to self-register. So we are doing self-registration. I just gonna click on the button here. Here it shows click here to register. When you click it, this window opens here. It says, do you have EmSAT account or have you registered before through your school or university? If you are doing it first time, then you can click on the button, no, I don't have account. But if you already done it, like whether you or your school has done it, then you have to click it on, yes, I have account. Depending on if you have it, so you're gonna go with yes. If you don't, we're gonna go with the no, I don't have account. So click on this. If you are registering for first time, it asks me to type a valid Emirates ID. So whatever the Emirates ID number you have, 784, I can say 9862315, whatever the valid Emirates ID, without any gap in between, just type it. After that, continue. So mine is invalid because I'm randomly typing it. If your Emirates ID is valid, when you click on continue, then it will ask you for the verification. They will ask you for the linking of it. Once you press on it, an OTP will be sent to the mobile number linked to the EID that is registered on ICA. And if you want to get notification on some other mobile number, you can select an option other. You can see that like when you are getting a notification on the same registered mobile number with ICA, you can see the last 3 digits of that mobile number. If you have still, If it is active, you can take that as an option to receive OTP if it is with you. If not, you can click on the other option to put a new mobile number, whatever you have now. When you click on the other, so you need to type your valid mobile number and then press on send OTP. So once you click on the send OTP, a 6-digit OTP will be sent to your mobile number, and then you have to use it for activating your Emirates ID. After clicking on send OTP, you will receive a pop-up message that your security code has been sent successfully. Check your mobile phone for 6-digit code. This kind of message will be coming to you, and the screen at that moment, it looks like this. So you have to see, like, it asks us to enter OTP, and this is the process, this is the step followed to activate or to link your Emirates ID with ICA system. Once you confirm with your mobile number by entering the 6-digit OTP, the next window opens to you is this. So which looks like this. So here, fill in the required fields accurately. So you need to follow the instructions given carefully and fill it up. So you can see here is student registration. It has included the Emirates ID details, and you need to type your name. You need to type like your name in Arabic, your name in English, as the two options has included. Emirates ID already written, so nothing to do here, which is already linked. Then you would need to type about a valid mobile number, confirm it. As I mentioned, the mobile number and email address, what you gonna use here, that is used for the further communication, for any update, for registrations, dates, anything, they all has to be communicated through the email address what we mentioned here. Then this window further looks like this in detail. Once you're done with that, as we also have an option to write for email address, so write your email address, confirm it, and then you need to select the Emirates. So I think before email and after email address, I think there is also a button here to fill and write your password as well. So if I'm not wrong, we registered for this some students at our center, and we came to know that next to the email address, they asked me to register for the password. So we have to type the password as per the instruction. So having a special character, having any 1-digit number, anything, type it up. If it is not there for the password, then option will commit next. But if I'm not wrong, I think password registration or the password choosing it, that comes next to the email address itself. Anyway, if it is here with this, you can type whatever the password you want to put in, but make sure that whatever the email address and the password you are writing in this, especially the email address, or if there is an option for the password also, if in case if it is there, whatever you are using, please make a note of it, because that is the login details what you gonna use for the further registration, like further booking the exam dates and so on. So what email you follow, write it down. What password you use, write it down. If you changed it, because when we write it first time, it happens it won't match with the requirement, like special character, at least 1 digit as a number or anything. If couldn't, change it and make it down accordingly. So whatever you are writing, final password, you have to keep it for recording. So that will be used for the further logging and so on. So once you're done with that, you can go to the curriculum, whichever the curriculum you are belongs to, you can select it. Okay, so before that, we have an option to select for Emirates. If you are if you are from Abu Dhabi, select Emirates as Abu Dhabi. If you are from Dubai, select you can select as a Dubai. When you click on this drop down menu, there will be like all Emirates listed. You can select appropriately. And when you click on this drop down menu of the curriculum, it shows all the curriculum. So whether you are international curriculum student, whether you are Indian curriculum, Pakistani curriculum, you can select it appropriately. For Indian curriculum, they won't mention it like CBSE or ICSE, just they say Indian curriculum. So you can just select it as Indian. That's it. And if you come to this side, you can see that they ask me to select for institution. Institution, some students get confused here saying that institution is the where I'm planning to take the exam, but that is not. Institution is basically your current school name. Are you studying in which school currently? Whether it is here, for example, Al Ittihad National Private School. So are you studying in that? You can select. If your school name is listed here, you have to click on the drop down menu, search for the school name, Emirates wise, and select that appropriately. In case if your school doesn't shown in that drop down list, you need to talk to your school coordinator and confirm it. I'm trying to register for myself for the EmSAT, but I'm not able to find the name of our school. There might be any different code than what you know about the school. So they will guide you. If they also say they don't have idea or something, in that case, before selecting, please call to the ministry and confirm that what should I select with this. In case if you select any random school and if it goes upside down, it's difficult to if anything goes wrong, it's difficult to recover. There should be a lot of processes and a lot of follow-ups has to be done to bring it to the clarify. So please make sure that here you are selecting the right information. And the track, so there are two tracks mentioned here. One is advanced or equivalent, another one will be general. The students who are enrolling for EmSAT for the admissions purpose for the university or equivalency purpose, they need to select the track as advanced or equivalent. Don't go with the general. So general is something else. We are registering for EmSAT Achieve Advanced. So you have to select it appropriately. And in case if you are a special needy student or a children of Emirati mother, you can select appropriate field, but you need to provide valid document supporting it. So if you have a valid document, you can select that option and you can upload the relevant document. So be careful here. As they say, applications with irrelevant documents will be referred to be legal affairs. So you have to be very careful with that. So don't put any wrong information. It might be a problematic. If it is applicable to you, then only you can do that. So once you're done with all this, verify your detail once again and click on I certify that the information mentioned are correct. Once you're done with that, click on the registration button. Once you click on the register button, an activation link will be sent to your email address, which one you registered above. You have to click on that link. When you click on that link, then your account will be activated. Then you can go for booking the EmSAT exams if the dates are open. So if the update about the password is not mentioned in the registration that in the above process, then you will be having some another option to confirm your or to update your password. So in that case, you have to set your password. When they tell us to set, you have to follow the proper instructions, character, letter, special character, and you can reset your password and you can make a note of it. Some student, they forget what password they used it and they just put it once and they forget it. It's very difficult to recover it. Of course you can do that, but of course you have to do a lot of processes and so on. So better what are you are using, make a note of it so you can avoid such inconvenience which may gonna happen. Once you're done with that, you can click here to register your exam. So after clicking on the link, actually it will open. If not, they will ask you to update the password. After updating the password, this window will open or it will shows you have to click on this one to register for the exam. So whichever the exam you would like to, you can select accordingly. Once you click on the click here to register for the exam, this type of window will open to you. You can select the appropriate exam, which one you would like to register. For example, if you want to register for EmSAT Arabic, here you can see that the Arabic, you can click on the button register for the EmSAT Arabic. In that one, once you click on that, you can select the test date, test timing, and the place where you would like to take it up. And once you're done with that, selecting all, you can confirm your registration. So whichever the registration you can do, whichever the exams you want to do the register, you can do for all. So at the same time, you can do 2 exams, 3 exams, that's possible. It depends on you. But I suggest it's better to go one by one or at max 2 in cases if it is like in needy. Otherwise, better to go with one by one, focus on one, complete it, then move next, then move next, like that. So we have through almost like 6-8 months to complete that process. So carefully you can do that. So after selecting the appropriate, as I mentioned, you can just fill it up all the required uh, things as test date, whichever you want to select, then test center. You can select the which center you would like to choose from the drop down. Then shift, are you taking in the morning, afternoon, evening, you can choose it. After that, click on the last button saying that I confirm that I have read and accepted the EmSAT test terms and conditions. So there are some terms and conditions. What are those? Like absence policy and some special needy students, that all we have to agree. So that just I need to read it carefully and accept it. So once you accept it, click on submit. Once you click on the submit, then it will comes to the next. Once you submit with that, selecting the all details, the next window comes you for the making the payment. So you can select the appropriate option to make a payment according to the availability, and then what amount you supposed to pay, it will be generated. So approximately per subject, they might charge you 125 dirhams to 150 or 160. So I'm just taking in general. So whatever they mention, are you selecting as a one subject? Are you selecting as a package? You can select it and you can pay it accordingly. So confirmation has already done, but when you make the payment and confirm that, okay, so this is the payment you made for the particular subject, then only they are able to send you the score, then only they are able to release your score. If you don't make the payment, you can take the test, but you are not able to see what score you get. So better when you confirm your registration, you can make the payment. And there will be like some time. If you have confirmed your booking, there will be 4 to 5 days or maybe a week time, so that you can edit or you can cancel your test or you can do some any changes if you want to. So you have to do within that period only. So if you don't, then you have to take it. If you confirmed that you're gonna take the test and if you stay as an absent, then there is some different rules and the policies we need to follow. If you are confirmly saying that attending, you have to attend. Otherwise, you have to follow some other actions to be taken with the rules against staying as an absent. So you have to check it up with that. So after pressing on the payment, so you can see that how many exams you have purchased. It will show you something like this: purchased services, 1 quantity, 2 quantity, 3. If you are booking for one, it says 1. If you are booking for 2 exams together, it says 2. If you are booking for 3 exams together, it shows 3, and so on. And whatever the payment generated for that particular subject, it will be mentioned here. And you can just confirm it by seeing the whatever the payment we supposed to. You can just click on the button, proceed with payment. You can pay with your card, credit card, debit card, any relevant card you have, you can make the payment through that. So once you're done with that, it asks me to fill all the necessary required information about the card, like your card in number, expiry date, and CVV number, and so on. Once you filled all accurate information, you can just click on the button pay now, or if you want to make it like a change payment method, you can do that. So once you click on the pay now, the amount will be deducted from your account and your registration will be confirmed and paid for that particular subject. And that's what finally you'll be shown that like payment. They say that the payment of AED something has been completed, you will be redirected back to the merchant page, and then like back to the merchant page, or any like go to the home page or something like that. Once you confirm with your payment, then your registration is done. So this is what all the process needs to be followed while registrations. So student gets sometimes confused saying that it's a new to us, it's something different, but it's very simple. You have to just follow step by step instructions given. If you have any difficulties, any doubt in particular step, you can pause for time being and then talk to the school coordinator. If they also don't say anything, talk to the ministry. I suggest it's better to register during the working hours, because when you are registering and if you get any doubt, if there are somebody to help you, you can do that. And if you are registering at the night time and you have something doubt, then how do we clarify it? So better register accordingly so that you can have access to talk to the person, like to clarify if you have any difficulties or doubts. All right, I hope this video will helpful. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any difficulties or doubt in registration, anything, you can ask us by sending us a message in the description box. We will try to resolve with it. Thank you so much.